Notre Dame is number one.
Notre Dame with a miracle win as the
It's going in. Notre Dame has scored.
We had a pretty good football team, and I remember that week very, very vividly because I called Bo Schembechler earlier in the week. He had lost to Miami, and we had beaten Michigan also, and I asked him to compare the two teams. He said, you can beat them, but you're going to have to play an outstanding football game. And so that week we made great preparation, obviously.
We made each other better in practice. Anthony Johnson, one great fullback, we would have live cut drills, against the linebackers. But, and he was coming out swinging, man. And if you know AJ, man, he was good. He was a good player, and he made me better. But that happened day after day after day in practice.
Practice was very intense. A lot of people had to do a lot of things. They weren't prepared. We had to move people around. But just the whole week of preparing for that game alone was the highlight for me.
It was great on game day because Lou made it hard during the week, so it was easy on Saturday.
The players had to have a feeling. We controlled whether we won or lost. We had a plan. The plan was up on the board. And every one of those, about turnovers, about penalties, about missed assignments, these are all things we controlled. And then as we get to the game, they had the pep rally. It was out at Steppen Center outside because the crowd was too big. And I remember saying very few things. Number one, there's three things I want you to do tomorrow. I want you to cheer louder than you ever have in your life because we're going to need your support. We don't need a 12th man. We may need a 13th and 14th man as well. Second thing I want you to do, conduct yourself with class as you always do. Notre Dame's a class organization. Number three, I want you to go tell Jimmy Johnson, the coach at Miami, we're going to beat him like a yard dog tomorrow. And I hadn't planned on saying that, but I thought, well, it was safe. I didn't know it would be in the morning paper on Saturday morning. But then we go back to our meeting. After the pep rally, we go back to a meeting. And I said, now, why did I say that? And they said, well, you're trying to excite the fans. I said, no, I said it because I believe it. Now, let's go. How many of you are going to fumble the ball tomorrow? Tony, you're going to fumble the ball. Mark Green, no. And nobody going to fumble. Who's going to cause a fumble? Well, they all raise their hand. How are you going to cause? I'm going to hit the quarterback from the blind side. I'm going to strip the ball. Who's going to throw an interception? And we went through all. And I said, this game isn't going to be close. We will win.
Lou had a great knack for getting you lathered up throughout the week with the psychological side and preparedness for the game. People often ask me, what's the greatest game you played in high school, college, or the NFL? And I always look back to that game and say it's the Miami Notre Dame game because there were so many flips and momentum shifts and so many great players on the field during that game, players that I went on and played against in the NFL and always reminisced about and talked about, and we always had the bragging rights because we won the game,